So on, Lo Da, Taiwan, Peng Yo. This morning I want to talk about walking, and I want to talk about writing. Every morning when I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and at 6 o'clock I go for a walk, and I walk for 1 hour. And when I'm walking, I think about what I would like to write about. I meditate. Sometimes I think about very simple things. Yesterday morning I was thinking about food and just simply food. My body needs food. I was thinking about water, about drinking water, because my body needs fluids, needs water. I was thinking about breathing in, breathing out, because my body needs oxygen. So I was thinking about very simple things. When I think about very simple things, and when I walk, and my mind becomes clear, then I come home and I'm able to go on my computer and to write. And I keep it very simple. Writing is a very good activity. It's very healthy. It's very healthy mentally. It's very healthy physically. I wrote a little book which I call My Morning Walk. I just said a morning walk, and I took a picture of part of the walk that I take, and I did the same on the back. Now, it's a very small book. I am dedicating my book to the Yu family, Tony, Sue, Kevin, and Chris, who have all been so very nice to me. And then I just write my thoughts. Every morning, it's like a journal. But this is not a journal to learn a language or a diary to keep track of what I do each day. It just allows me to write about what I thought about or what came into my mind when I was walking. On the 22nd of June, I wrote about focusing outwardly. My mind is at ease when I'm thinking of doing something for other people, if I am not thinking about myself. So I wrote about that. Another day I wrote about how we are our experiences. What I am is because of how I was raised, the education I have, the experiences I have had in life. Another day after I walked, I wrote about self-discipline. How important it is to be disciplined, to have control of yourself. And another day, I wrote about learning a new language, and I said meditate. And I talk about how when I walk, I sometimes will take a Mandarin phrase like "zao an" for good morning, or "ni hao ma," how are you? And as I walk, I will say it over and over and over again. Sometimes I take my iPod and I listen to a native Taiwanese person speaking the words, so that helps me to understand how to pronounce, how to say the words. So then I will listen to Luke Lin or Susan or Kevin, somebody say "zao an," and then I will say "zao an." And I call that meditating on a word or a phrase. There's a very good way to learn. Learning requires repetition. You must do it over and over and over again. That is especially true if you are trying to learn a new language like English, or for me, well, Mandarin, which is a new language. I like to take pictures. Now, this is in black and white. I didn't do color pictures, but I just took my little camera. And I took still pictures of my house where I started. And as I walked down the street, going down the street, I just kept taking pictures. Very simple, very easy. And I recorded my walk so that when I send this little book to Taiwan and you look at it, you can say, oh, if you turn the pages, you can be walking with Grandpa Mike, with my car, yeah, as he walks down the street. Real interesting, real fun. So I encourage you to do two things. I encourage you to practice walking. It is good for you. I encourage you to write. Writing is good. And it is not difficult to produce little books like this. In today's world, with all of our internet sites, one can write a book. You can write it in English. You could write it in Chinese. And you can simply send it to the publisher with your pictures, and the publisher will produce this little book. This book was not expensive. I paid $5.95 in American dollars for this little book. So I encourage you to think about that. The website that I go to is blurb, blurb.com. That is where I have my books done. Very good website, not too expensive, and easy to do. I encourage my grandchildren and students and friends in Taiwan to write. Practice writing. Write yourself a little book. Just do something very simple. It does not have to be fancy. It will give you a very good feeling in your heart, and it will bring you back to living in the present moment. When you're doing something like this, you are not thinking about yesterday, past, you are not thinking about tomorrow or the future. You are just simply thinking about what you are doing right at the present moment. That will bring you serenity, calmness, and a very good feeling. Thank you for watching this.